Morning, champions. All right, listen, I wanted to give this testimonial out to Dave MacArthur. I love you. I haven't met you yet. Major life-changing. I needed what you showed up to deliver that day. So awesome. So much, you know. But anyways, what am I talking about? I'm talking about I woke up one day when I was really at the depths, the deepest, probably one of the darkest places I've ever been, and certainly the darkest place on my isogenics journey. Was just struggling hard. It was not a good place. You know, we've all been there. Not saying it to impress you, but just to press upon you. And I had heard about this, you know, this dream vision card thing and whatever, and you need to see this and you got to see this. And, you know, I've been talking about dream boards for years and everything. And I was like, but, you know, whatever. But for whatever reason, I decided to show up. And I started watching this video, and immediately I was taken in, and because it was different, and he was talking about the universe and compensational universe, and putting it on these cards and everything, and it was really hitting home for me, and I just made sense, and so I immediately took action. It took me about a week, but I believe that's part of the process to actually do it. It's hard. It's not easy. It's not like just cutting out some pictures and putting them on the wall, you know. I've done that before, sort of, kind of, a little bit. But I just wanted to share with you guys the power of this if you haven't done it yet, and what it's done for me and what it did for me immediately. As I was Googling pictures to put together my vision card, immediately I felt a shift in me, in my life. Things were changing. I literally had $5 to my name, to our whole household. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. You know, that's where we'd come to, you know, didn't know how we're going to put gas in the car, didn't know any of that. And as I'm working on my thing, cutting out pictures, 3 appointments came in. I have this calendar, so 3 appointments came in. I had nothing. It didn't even look like I didn't know what I was going to do anymore. 3 appointments come in. I'm going, wow, really? And then while that came in, I got a call saying, I need to talk to you about your products, which turned into a President's Pack, which turned into like, hey, listen, would you be interested in training me, which turned into a $750 check right now. Bam, thank you very much. Right then, as I was doing it, and it just got better. So I wanted to share a few things with you, champions. Is this is my vision card, and one of the things that I took, I don't know if you could see that, and what I was always having a struggle with most people's vision cards, and it's your vision card, you do it how you want, as Dave says, but this is the end of my vision card. I got some extra stuff here, which I'll explain to you in a second at the end. But this really is my end right here. That's me and my bass boat, the house in Alabama, sitting on the dock, winning a winning an Emmy, and being on a TV series, and etc., etc. That usually is the front of most people's cards, as Dave talked about. But it wasn't working for me. It wasn't inspiring me. And then it hit me when I watched that video. This is the front of my card. That's my tombstone. These are millions and millions of people coming to my funeral, not because I'm a cool guy, but because I've changed millions of lives. That fires me up. That gets me excited. You know, that gets me passionate. This is me. I can't even talk about it, you know. This is me sitting there with all the people that I've brought to God. And God sitting there, I have a big smile on my face because I did a good job. At the top of every page is everything is possible through God. There's me and my wife. We're lions. We're looking out over the legacy that we've left, the kingdom that we built down up in heaven. That's Martin Luther King saying, keep the dream alive. That's me winning a Nobel Prize. And you know, that's the end of my life. So I start at the end of my life, and then I start with, well, how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by changing the world. You know, and you've seen this. It's in the video. I don't need to go over it with it. Watch the video. But I just wanted you to see, this is me looking up to God. God, give me guidance. You know, and the top of each page is God for me, everything. But, you know, and you can see, and it basically goes backwards for me. How am I going to do that? I got to work on personal growth. Then I'm going to hire these different coaches. This is powerful right here. I reached out that day to Dave MacArthur, was one of them. You know, this is me in the middle. These are all millionaires that I have their phone numbers in my phone book. But there's not so much that they're millionaires. That's not really important, but it is. But it's the character integrity. You know, I've got, you know, Lenny Evans. I've got Alan and Paul Gaines. I've got Dave MacArthur. I've got Jennifer Trinkner, Rhonda Collier. You know, those are the kind of, how am I going to build that team? Kingdom Men, so on and so on. But what I wanted to share with you, what's crazy, this is cool. So, like some specific things here. You know, one person, I want to protect their name because it's very private, but there's a person that, you know, I admire and very much, and I was looking at him the night before I saw this video, and I was saying, you know what, I need to talk to them about Isagenix. They look like they put a little weight on, they need some help, but more importantly, that's the kind of person that I want to surround myself with. That's the kind of army that I want to build. But because of the person that the position they have in my life, I can't really explain that, but I sort of said no, whatever. But I cut their picture out and I put it here and I put it at the top because they're a godly person and godly enough that I could use them on this page as a godly person. And because those are the kind of people that I want to attract and I want to build a team with. That night, my wife came home and said, "You're not going to believe this." But she didn't know about my vision card. She said, so-and-so came up to me and said, "I saw Rael this weekend. He looks amazing. Here's my credit card. I want what he has. Sign us up." And I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. And I forgot about the vision card for a second, and I hung up and I went, whoa, wait a second. This is on my vision card. It is coming to fruition. I put on here 10/21. I'll become executive in the country. I became an executive on 10/20. I have the pictures of my different people on my team because I want to be. Then I have specific people that I want to that I believe in for my team. I sit here and I put them on my team, you know, and some of them have already joined my team. I have the people that I'm working with, you know. I have a vision here of me, you know, getting a new agent and going to, you know, a new level in my thing. And then all of a sudden I get another call out of the blue, and it's a person that's a very high-powered person in the entertainment business, but I don't even know. And they reach out to me and they say, "Hey, I need your help. I want to get on your product. I want to train with you." And the next thing I know, and these doors are opening, and they introduce me to another person in the movie industry, and another movie person in the industry reaches out to me out of the blue. If you don't understand our business, this is not normal. Reaches out to me on Facebook, says, "I got a part for you. I want you to audition for." I don't even have an agent or a manager right now. My only agent and manager is Jesus. But what I'm telling you about the power of these vision cards, it's crazy. Things are happening so fast that it's like, if I want something right now, if I want to get a new car, I'm going to cut out a picture and put it on here because it's like crazy. It happens. I mean, it's mind-boggling. And anyways, I just wanted to share that with y'all quick, guys, because there is power in this vision card. Not just vision card, there's a power in the system that David is sharing with you. Watch the video and do it. Take action. It's challenging. It's not easy. It took a lot of work. But as I was doing this, it was changing, and I've taken it to the next level, and I keep adding to it and changing it and adding words on the back like David has words. I got sayings that I like. But guys, awesome. I love you, David, man. I love you. You thank you for being obedient, and thank you for your yes. This guy needed you to be bold. My family needed you. My kids are excited again. It's not perfect, but they see a future. They see hope. They see a different dad. It's kind of weird for them because they're still looking, waiting for things to fall apart, but they're believing again. I'm grateful to you, Dave MacArthur. I'm grateful to you. I'm very grateful to you. And I can't wait to meet you one day, buddy. You're a champion. I love you. God bless.